Any sentences are okay if you use as a reminder. It will continue to purify. Just use it frequently. Otherwise, there is no conclusion that is given for samsara. The sentence that discards itself. Let's use it as a reminder frequently. If the sentence that doesn't discard itself, then it won't discard the maintaining and drowning. So don't use it. Don't think about anything because there is no discarding. If there is a discarding within the sentence without grasping for itself, remind that sentence more frequently so that there will be a purification for the realms within the mind. The dwelling within the mind will be purified. Discard the discarding itself, child, that which is boundless. No grasping for the non-grasping itself. It is unlimited. Discard the discarding itself. The state of mind discards itself. No grasping for the non-grasping itself. The mind doesn't grasp itself. No grasping for the non-grasping itself. Any conditions don't grasp themselves. No grasping for the non-grasping itself. The blossoming state discards itself. It's clear. Discard the discarding itself. In this way, it will be out completely, releasing out completely. The unwinding that doesn't grasp itself. Therefore, discarding has to discard itself more constantly because flowers also has many petals. That's the angles that must be discarded from themselves, unwinding from itself, discard the discarding itself. These words must be reminded more frequently because all the angles that is fixated to itself will be releasing automatically. So discard the discarding more frequently so that all the carelessly attaching and maintaining to any angles will be deleted. Because samsara has the element of delusive attachments collectively. The same fixation is huge. That is called the elements of delusive attachments. Therefore, we have to help through unwinding, discard the discarding itself, helping through the conclusion, through the unwinding within itself more frequently, because it's the whole delusive attachment of samsara. Just like we have to help through the releasing more often. So don't look at oneself when there is nothing left within oneself. Don't look at that. Samsara and oneself is the same thing. So don't look within oneself when it's going to end and how. Just go on towards the whole samsara immediately. Let's end all together simultaneously. Let go of the letting go itself is the same thing. No grasping for the non-grasping itself. Not wanting the mind, conditions, symptoms. That's not grasping for the non-grasping itself, then it's ended. Any sentence, just use it as a reminder to continue with the purification, because every sentence is the essence of the great compassion. Let go of the letting go itself, child. For everything is meant for samsara. One flower is samsara. This lotus is all of samsara. Blossom out of itself. Unwinding, discarding itself without grasping for the blossoming state, without grasping for the unwinding state. Longpo asked the Indian woman when they came with respect to Longpo asked, within samsara, what do you want to discard? And she wanted to discard everything. Therefore, you must discard the discarding itself, then it will discard everything automatically and naturally. You have to discard the discarding itself only, then it will include everything. If you want to discard everything, chasing to discard this and that, it will be so chaotic in discarding. Therefore, you must discard the discarding itself. That means discarding everything automatically. End within no time. That is fortunate. Those who want to give up, they don't like to listen to many things. They will jump to another side. They will drown in meditation instead. They will go in such a way. Everyone is the same. When they don't want to involve much with anything, they just sit down in solitude, meditation. They are not able to escape from themselves. They still dwell within oneself. They are not giving up themselves. They just dwell within themselves continuously. But if you listen to something that gives ending, it will end accordingly. Therefore, you need to remind constantly to the essence of the discarding itself, so that you will not be deluded to try to discard or let go of anything. Remind yourself, let go of the letting go itself. It will purify all that attempts to cut through the deluded knowing. Let go of the let go itself. This is all of the essence of the enlightenment, of cutting through the deluded knowing. More frequently reminding, that's all. There is no need to take a solitude, to search for somewhere to sit, to meditate, to transcend anything. Just remind yourself to cut through deluded knowing constantly. Let go of the letting go itself. For everything, the discarding itself is meant for everything. You have to use this reminder for everything. Discard the discarding itself, everything. Use this word as well as a reminder. Don't maintain for too long. Remind yourself more frequently to purify, to cut through constantly. Otherwise, it's not out. It will be habit of meditation. The habit of stillness, indifference, equanimity. This is habits, a kind of habits. Habits within Dhamma, into Dhamma. So diligently remind yourself so that there will be a cut through. Give up the giving up itself. Any state of mind, discard themselves. Discard the discarding itself. You can use any sentence, just remind yourself of it. To cut through. The reminder as a cutting through. Cut through the deluded knowing, actually. Simply translate like this. Reminder of cutting through the deluded knowing. Any sentence that you use it will cut through immediately. Otherwise, it's gonna be the habits into Dhamma, which has been used for maintaining the awareness, concentration, meditation, equanimity, maintaining stillness, indifference. Any maintaining keeps on maintaining is the realms of the mind and Dhamma, realms of Dhamma. The reminder of cutting through deluded knowing, use it more frequently, to purify more frequently, to cut through constantly. The maintaining has a lot of poisons. It's obstructing as well, drown and suppressing oneself, itself. Therefore, disperse, discarding, dispersing itself. Brighten out, discarding, the brightening itself. Dissolving, discarding, the dissolving itself. No grasping for the non-grasping itself. Constantly, thoroughly. Tiny bit of maintaining is dangerous. It's a pitfall. Maintaining, drowning is like hypnotizing the minds, emotions. When it's hypnotized itself, it's not releasing from itself. It's maintaining itself. It's being hypnotized. In the past, Luang Por was fixated to reserved manners, and everyone in the meditation hall would be stuck and stiff. And once they stop doing that, when they are unwinding from the meditation state, the stiffness was gone completely. Being stuck with the emotions of the Brahma realms, maintaining states of mind. That's the realms of the Brahman, Brahma. The tool for the mind to dwell on. Therefore, it becomes like a massive grasping. What is it that is dwelling there? Dwelling within the single-mindedness, within the brightness, within the mind. Everyone has this tool of dwelling. The attempt to dwell is impossible to purify itself. It's impossible to solve itself. Therefore, they always wearing the instruments of the dwelling. It's impossible to purify and dissolve the attempt to dwell. That's why they have to find an instrument to the well instead. Trying to let go, trying to put down, always attempting in such a way on and on. That's not giving ending to let go, to put down, the attempt to let go, to put down. We have to shift towards put down, the putting down itself, not trying to put down anything, because it's going to be massive. Massive. It's always so complicated. Put down the putting down itself, let go of the letting go itself, end all letting go, end all about putting down, and end all about the non-attachment. There is no need to try to not attach to anything. Not attached to the non-attachment itself. It will give ending to every attempt to not attach. There's an essence that must be used to give ending for samsara. It's not for the sake of ending for oneself alone. That's impossible. Because that is grasping. Adding on with the grasping mind, the essence has to be given ending for samsara, helping through ending for samsara. But the grasping mind is intense. That is extreme. It's separating samsara from nibbana. It's trying to separate nibbana from samsara. That is extreme, is intense. We cannot use the grasping because it's intense. It's turned into extremity. That is nibbana separated from samsara. This is not nibbana given and helping samsara. Therefore, is invalid. The sentence that giving ending is the great compassion for samsara. That's why it has to be proceeding simultaneously. Let go of the letting go itself has to be given for everything. Therefore, the word everything has to be given for samsara. Have to purify through the extinction or emptiness, unwinding for samsara simultaneously. Because of the word everything. Therefore, the infinite force is given for samsara simultaneously, purifying samsara simultaneously automatically. It's purifying the grasping mind totally. Grasping for the non-attachment, trying to not attach, is like that. Because there is grasping for the non-attachment. It's particularized, not non-attachments. Therefore, there is the grasping mind that is overlaying. Therefore, we need to use the word everything. Not attached to the non-attachment is meant for everything. With this, it will purify the grasping for the non-attachment. Therefore, there is no one that is attached or detached. It will purify all the delusion of self-importance for those noble ones, all the four entries of the enlightenment, Soda, Pana, Sakataka, Anakami. They still stuck with letting go or not letting go, detached or not detached. This will purify all the misleading about attachment or detachment. There will be no one that is attached or detached. It will purify the personhood within the noble ones. for all paths, even the Arahanta path. Purify all paths. Because when let go of the letting go itself, there's no need to await for when to become the Arahant. End all expectations, end all desire, and the samudaya of the expectations to become enlightened. For the noble ones, they are acting on trying to let go. To end the personhood of the noble ones is let go of the letting go itself. There is no need to try to let go. End it. The path to the enlightenment as the Arahants is subtle. It's derived from the attempt to let go. It's not yet ending the attempt to let go. It's the seed that is so subtle. It's like transforming for the awaiting to complete, for completion. Therefore, just use instant blessing. Let go of the letting go itself. Use it for blessing the Arahanta path. There is no need to await for anything to complete anything. No need. Use it for blessing right away. Bless right away. Let go of the letting go itself for everything simultaneously. Let's end the noble path right away. This is the great compassion to purify through the extinction and emptiness instantly, helping through releasing and unwinding simultaneously. The Arahanta path is like awaiting for a completion. It's still a reaction that is subtle for the noble path. Therefore, it's still circling within oneself, within itself. Still trying within oneself. Therefore, you must bless instantly, not attached to the non-attachment itself is used for blessing instantly. This will end all the Arahanta path. Nothing will be left as a burden or involvement. Because all the seeds derive from the grasping mind, grasping for liberation, detachment. That's why it's become circling within grasping itself. So instant blessing must be proceeded. Let go of the letting go itself. This is ending all the habits of the Arahanta path. All path is derived from grasping mind, grasping for Nibbana, grasping for detachment, grasping for ending. The grasping mind is obstructing, is blocking. That's the only one. Even letting go is grasping for the letting go, trying to let go. Who knows that the trying to let go is the grasping mind? Who knows? The trying to discard is grasping for the discarding. Who knows? The trying to discarding is the grasping mind for discarding itself. The same as trying to let go is grasping for the letting go. It's subtle thing. That's why it becomes a hindrance, it's obstructing. Being specific. Use instant blessing instead. Instantly purifying the system of the noble path. Purify it right away. Discard it. Use instant blessing instead. Purify through the conclusion of ending instantly. Not attached to the non-attachment itself is for everything. Proceed like that instantly for everything. Purify the being specific for the path for the sake of oneself. Purify it. Instant blessing must be done. If you say that the letting go is okay to use, you want to try to let go, or you wanna let go of the letting go itself, huh? You want to be obsessed with just letting go? You want instantly ending or not ending, huh? It can be done, everything. But this is not to be lingering within a path. What is there to be letting go of? Let go of the letting go itself. Let's not be obsessed with a path. If you conclude towards ending, it will end accordingly. Just like everything is being created, is formed up by oneself. That is forming up. The path, the result is formed up by oneself. Those who have the connection with the Buddhas in any Buddha eras, they don't need to go indirectly with anything, ending directly. Even the beings who are not connected with the Buddhas in the past, it will turn into the great blessed fortune right in front of them instantly once they listen directly to the essence of let go of the letting go itself, listening to the ending, then ending will happen accordingly. It's a great blessed fortune. If listening to that which is not ending, then it's unending. The discarding itself is not about an act of discarding anything. In the past, Luang Po wanted to listen to the Buddhas only, not wanting to listen to anybody. The question is only to ask the Buddhas, not others. Direct path, because it cannot be a mistake or missing out. It's impossible to miss out. An answer that is twisted even a tiny bit, it becomes an issue, it becomes a karmic difficulties right away. The letting go of the letting go itself is opening for the great compassion, because it gives end to the burdens, just like those who still have burdens, such as the noble ones. They have the burden to try to let go. Trying to let go is a burden. It's a burden. If let go of the letting go itself, it will give ending to the act of letting go. It's the great compassion actually. Let go of the letting go itself is meant for everything. Everything. That is fully opening through the great compassion. This is because everything is samsara. When everything is there, that's it. You are sharing compassion and great compassion for samsara. You are ongoing to help samsara, to purify for samsara. The power of the unobstructedness is to be used to help samsara. These will be joined all together. That is power of cutting through deluded knowing is helping samsara. Having the power to help give ending for samsara. Any period of time is not by ways of giving up. It will be difficult because of the expectation is the grasping. If it's the period of giving up, everything will be softened totally.